Okay, there was a video that I was supposed to release, and I forgot about it. And I would show my nails right now, but it's done got a little bit nippy out here. I guess because I'm by the waters, but it's like 60 some degrees, and like when it's 60 some degrees out here, and the sun is out, whether it's hidden behind the clouds or not, it be warm, and I'm hot natured, so you know. But it's a little bit chillier out here by the lake, by the waters and whatnot. But there was a word I was supposed to release. I don't have my Bible right now, but I know that there's I know there's a biblical text that is connected to this, and preferably I'll find that and post it as well when I post the video. But it's about something that started taking place with myself and with me. And I said, this is probably something that, not only me, but a lot of other people are experiencing as well. And so, I got clearance to go ahead and speak on that. And it's about being broken. And the reason that started coming to me is because the week I went to go get my nails done, this was like the week before last, when I went into the nail shop, I had already lost a nail. A nail had already broken. So I was upset already. My nails had grown out really good, and they were pretty, and I was happy. And when I got there, it was another nail that had broken when I was there. And so, of course, he had to cut it off, and kept asking, like, you want me to put your nail on? And I don't want nail. No, I don't want you to put a nail on. I want mine, And so I was like, I'll wear the short and long and whatnot. I don't care. But I don't want any, tips on. I want my nails to grow out healthy. And I had got them done and whatnot. Went home. And, you can tell when your nails are getting weaker or whatever. They're flimsy and like, it shouldn't even be like this. But had another one that I had to cut. And it seemed like every day their nails just started breaking. So when I was out of town, they were just breaking. I'm like, this is awful. So I ended up with pretty much every single one of my nails breaking off. Then also, while I was out of town, because this is a unit, and this is actually the texture of my hair. This is how it is. This is the kinky straight hair. I will list the shop, it's a business. I'll list it. But I love this kind of hair because it's thick, and that's how my hair is. It's thick, it's coarse. And so underneath I wear my hair braided. And so every other day or so I'll unbraid it. And massage it, grease it, and all that stuff. Try to keep the scalp moist, keep it moist. And so I had noticed, because I have that kind of spongy, it's spongy. And so when it's not blown out, and I don't blow dry my hair right now. And so it's spongy, so it looks extra thick when you comb it out. It's like a big fro, big wavy fro. And so I had been just washing, conditioning, and greasing my scalp and everything, and I hadn't really been cutting my ends. So just paying attention, just going through and making parts while I was out of town, I was noticing that there was some inches on my hair that was thin. It looked like it was split up, and it was dead end, split up. And I ended up having to cut off like almost 3 inches of my hair, and I was just like, not this too, It done got a good growth going on, and just hadn't been paying attention to that because it was so thick. It all just looked thick. And so, like I said, when I was going you know, having to be cut, having to be broken in places that we don't necessarily want to be cut, don't necessarily want to be broken because it's painful at that time. But it's a part of the growth process. It's a part of our growth process. And the pruning and the plucking and the chastening that God does in us, you know, is for a greater purpose. It's for a greater purpose of what He has for us. And you know, anything that He has for us is going to be off the chain anyway. So He has to prepare us for that. And even though it does hurt, even though it is painful, we know we can always go to Him. And He's our peace. That's the great thing about it. Even in those times of hurt, even in those times of, you know, feeling the aftermath of that cutting, the aftermath of that brokenness, we still got Him that we can go to. Who's better than Daddy God to caress, you know, to caress our heart and stroke our wounds? Yeah. It's like when you was a little kid, you get a whooping because you done something. And after the fact, you know, you can still go, and I would hug my babies. But it's just like they had to get it, you know. And the same with us, we have to get it. And I have a confession, you know, I slipped up in a way that, you know, I said all year that I was not going to. And blessed God, I was in a position, and it just it happened, you know. Almost 400 days. Almost 400 days. And I slipped, and I ain't gonna lie, like I cried. When I came home, I cried. And even with that, you know, He still loved me. He still talked to me about the situation and said that He's still gracing me, you know. And that's a beautiful thing too. And you know, condemnation is something that the enemy tries to put on us. And he'll try to take us to a place of staying stuck on that thing, to get us off course, to get us off of keeping our eyes on God, to keep us off of believing that He has forgiven us, and that we should have faith in what it is that our Father is still doing, even in the midst of our mistakes. So if you guys have done something, if you dealt with something, you know, and you've been feeling the heaviness of that, don't stay stuck in condemnation. No, we can't abuse grace, but don't stay stuck in condemnation. Go before our Father. Talk to Him. Let Him talk to you. He's forgiving you, so forgive yourself. And move forward. Move forward. Because the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. There's some beautiful things ahead. So trust, know that, look forward to that. Speak it right now, decree it right now, because it is so okay. Once again, you guys be blessed. I am Brandy, and I will catch you in the next one. All right? Yeah.